Well, hello. My name's Dean Van Warmer, and I'd like to thank you for joining me today in my presentation on building a Hyundai dealership in West Branch. First, I'd like to start off with a little introduction about our business. I'm going to give you a brief description of our business, our vision on where we look to go in the future, the market and location of where we are going to be, our organizational structure, the products and services that we offer, the strategies that we plan to use for our marketing, and lastly, we'll go over some of our financial details. Let me introduce you to who we are. We are a mid-sized Hyundai franchise located in none other than West Branch, Michigan. Our plan is to sell new Hyundai vehicles, used vehicles from all manufacturers, specifically trying to focus on Asian imports, service and parts to represent those vehicles properly. Our business is going to be set up as a S-style corporation. This will provide security to our investors, some simple tax benefits, and we will also purchase a surety bond of $25,000 that is required to start this business. If you look at the chart here, you can also see we will be buying a Class A dealer, a Class B dealer, dealer plates, and a repair facility registration that will cost us almost $1,000 at startup. Our mission at West Branch Hyundai is to fill the customer need for quality Hyundai vehicles in central northern Michigan by offering owners a fuel-efficient, long-lasting vehicle combined with top-notch repair service, backed by America's best warranty and a friendly, knowledgeable sales staff. The vision that we have for our business is to bring Hyundai vehicles to a community that currently only has domestic options available. Now, some of the values that our company is built on and will stand behind is quality, passion, respect, and value. We're going to offer the highest quality automobiles and service to fulfill our customers' needs. We plan to foster community engagement by enriching the lives through enjoyable transportation options. For respect, we are going to be honest and transparent with the community in all of our transactions. And value comes from the affordable offering of vehicles that we have. Now, when starting a new business, location is everything, and that's what we have here with the next three properties I'm going to show you. They are all on the I-75 business loop, so they get good traffic. Location number one is actually located right by two other dealerships. This location was 44 acres, which was much more than what we needed, and it came in at almost $900,000 to purchase this piece of property. Location number two, just in at under $300,000, was about a half mile down the street. This property actually had some frontage on I-75, so it would be really great for exposure. Unfortunately, this property was only 3 acres. I really did like that there was a Sunoco gas station that would be adjoined to this property, so for new vehicle preps and or spot deliveries, we wouldn't have to be taking our vehicles out on the road. It would be better for some liability. So property is also currently zoned residential, so this one was out for us. Now, if we look at location 3, this is the one that we chose to build our building on. It is 11 acres, so right there in the middle of the other two properties. Our average daily traffic was over 8,000, so real close to the other two properties as well. So great room for expansion en route to 3 major box stores and also a shopping mall and a majority of the restaurants in the community. This property gives us access to have entrances from 2 different roads, so we can have a service entrance for our employees and all of our part deliveries and vehicle deliveries. Biggest con we had with this was there's a small part of land across the road that comes with this property. I have since found out that a restaurant chain is interested in purchasing that land, so it would actually be a very good win for us to purchase this and sell them that other piece once we divide the property. Let's zoom in here and see where we're at with our competitors on a local county map. If you look at the blue oval that is on here, that's a Ford dealership. We have 2 General Motors dealerships that are in close proximity, 3 independent repair shops, and then if you look at the Pentastar, that's a Chrysler dealership, and the red triangles are independent repair shops. We are that star right in the middle, making it an excellent opportunity for us to be in the center of all of that action. Government services are all very close to this facility. Nothing is more than 3 miles away, and many of these locations are within 1.5 miles, including the Secretary of State. West Branch as a whole, we'll take a good look at their demographics. The city only has a population of 2,000. The outlying county is much larger. But what I'd really like to point out here is where some of our target market comes into play, with healthcare making up 21% of the jobs in the area. West Branch is a booming medical center right now, and we plan to take full advantage of all those people that are traveling in to work at those medical centers and the people that are utilizing those medical centers driving past our facility and seeing our vehicles. So 2 vehicles per household in the area. Majority of the people are commuting almost 20 minutes to and from work. So looking at some of the critical market needs for West Branch, there currently is no one doing foreign service or repair in this town. Not that there isn't foreign vehicles. We plan to remedy that. Excuse me. So affordable transportation is something that we need to bring into the community as well, and we can do that with some of our used market cars. Fuel efficient vehicles are a big thing that are in need, as many of these people are commuting 20 minutes to and from work. And people are also looking for cars that are fun to drive, right? And we need to reduce that travel time that they are taking for those repairs. The closest dealership for people to get their car serviced at this point from any Asian import is over an hour drive. So let's look at our local competitive landscape. I did a little SWOT analysis on what we've had here. And for our new vehicle sales, being able to utilize that new car warranty that Hyundai has gives us a very good strength. Our only weakness stemming from that is the fact that we are limited to the cars available in the Hyundai franchise. That gives us an opportunity to provide customers a peace of mind with that car warranty when they do purchase those vehicles. So the threats that we get on the new car sales is just the intense competition from the local area manufacturer brands that we have. However, none of them are import. Let's take a quick look at used vehicles. So strength that we have there is the flexibility as the only import car franchise in the area. Our weakness is we're dependent on the trade-in vehicles that we get from the area and vehicles that we purchase at auction. This gives us an opportunity, though, to build customer relationships while offering some different vehicles in the market from our competition. Threats that we see on our used car sales is very low because there are actually no used car dealerships in the area. We only have franchise dealerships at this time. Service and repair landscape, we're looking at our largest strength being specialized in that import repair. Our weakness is just going to be the fact that we're starting a new facility, so we have to start from zero on our customer base. Opportunities this gives us is to expand our services into the area that has no current import car dealership service. So our largest threat that we see here is going to be technology changes. We're going to have to keep up to date on all of the new emerging technologies from these Asian manufacturers, purchasing diagnostic equipment, scan tools, and the such. On the parts side of this, we're looking at accessibility to Hyundai vehicle part supplies as being a large strength for us. That can also be a weakness as well, as we are limited to what Hyundai has available for us to purchase. So looking at opportunities within that through our parts department, our plan is to expand into an aftermarket product line in order to offer that stuff. So largest threat that we see here in the parts department is going to be online sales. It's very hard to compete with Amazon when it comes to those online sales of parts. Let's take a quick peek here at our property overview and what we have to offer. This is a layout of the entire property, all 11 acres right here. And we have our new vehicle display, you can see up there in the corner, right on the I-75 business loop. So all the traffic driving by will be looking at our new car display. And as a customer pulls in, following those blue arrows into the parking lot, if they're coming in for sales, if they're coming in for service, they have to drive by our new car and our used car displays. So it gives us some really good frontage for that. If we look towards the back of the property, you can see the orange arrow. That will be our service entrance, where we can have our new vehicle deliveries coming in and our parts deliveries coming in and our employees going in and out for test drives and the such. Zooming into the building itself, you can see we've got our service department in the back side here. We have 8 hoists currently planned, 2 bays for our wash rack. Continuing across the top, we've got our covered canopy area for our new car deliveries and a decent sized showroom that fits our manufacturer's needs, along with a carousel around the front of the building where we can have vehicles displayed as well. Moving down to the very bottom, you can see we have a service write-up. And what I would like to do now is show you how we can expand on this in the future as our business grows. If we expand out the back side of the building, we can actually add in 5 more bays, which gives us a lot more opportunity to service those vehicles after that warranty is expiring. We're going to have a lot more customer pay work coming through the door. This also gives us room down on the bottom of the screen where we can add 2 more bays to our service writer area so we can service our customers faster and more promptly with less time waiting to get in the door. Some of the customer touch points that we're going to have, you can see we've got a picture of the service drive here and a picture of the service department. These are renderings that we got from the manufacturer, and we'll drop also into our new car delivery and our customer amenities. That would be our waiting room. So some very nice furnishings and whatnot are going to be set up in these facilities. Taking a quick look at our organization, the dealer principal and the general manager are going to work hand in hand, with the general manager overseeing all of our other department managers. Now, what we have set up is intensive goals in both customer satisfaction and business and financial goals for each one of our departments that we plan to break down on a monthly, weekly, and daily level. Little quick overview on our products and services. These are a couple of flyers that we've had thrown together. We have some of the best new cars available right now from Hyundai, and again, I will promote their warranty as being one of the soundest things that they have, with being what they claim America's best warranty. Models here are shown on the side as well, so you can see we've got a nice a nice price range from $24,000 into the mid $40,000. Let's take a quick look at our service and repair flyer that we have here, and I want to point out our customer loyalty program on this flyer. It's something that we are going to offer, and of course, you buy a vehicle from us, free oil changes. You buy tires from us, you're going to have free rotations for life, keeping us competitive in that landscape. So why West Branch Hyundai is what people will be asking right now. I want to go over a couple of our strategic plans. First being our growth strategy, then our communication strategy, and our sales strategy. We've got a 3-legged stool strategic plan here. So market penetration, diversification, and expansion are our main goals for growth. When it comes to communication, our website's going to be crucial, as is social media, email newsletters, local media, including radio and television, and community engagement. If you go back to our vision statement, community engagement is a big part of our business. And then our sales strategies, the 4 P's: pricing, promotion, products, and place. The place, West Branch, Michigan. Products, hands down one of the best import auto manufacturers right now. Promotion's going to come easy when people see the products and they get to spend time in them, and our pricing's going to be very competitive. So why West Branch Hyundai? For employees, potentially, right? Let's look at some of our tactical plans. We've got our Salesforce strategy is going to be based on recruiting good salespeople already. We want people that are familiar with the industry and have great people skills. We're going to train them with OEM training and aftermarket training that we have available. And as far as for our employee retention, our plan is to make them feel like family. We're going to have a continuous improvement plan put in place with performance evaluations every 30 days, making everyone feel comfortable with where they are at. Some of our sales activities that we plan to do is going to include our launch activities for our grand opening, ongoing media calendar. If we go back to our last slide talking about social media, every department has a media calendar that they're going to follow strictly so we can keep our presence out there and keep people updated. Special promotions will come up seasonally, and of course our loyalty programs for referring sales customers and service. let's dive into some of our finances here real quick. You can see that this business actually isn't going to cost too much to start up. We come in at $6.4 million. So looking at our gross profit next to that, 1.8 million, not a huge gross profit that we're going to have. That puts us at a 3% return on our investment in year one, which is totally doable. It's really good to see a return on investment in the first year, especially since we're going to have so much extra startup costs in that first year. So if we look over the second portion of that column, you'll see in year two, we are over 3 million in our gross total profit, and that puts us at a 19% return on our investment. So we're really excited to see what we can do with that 19% return and pay that back to our investors, and also start building towards our expansion in 5 to 10 years. So if we just break this down on a larger scale, again, we are at 61% total gross profit year one, total gross profit year two, 70%, pretty close to the same, but our expenses are going to be proportionately lower on our second year due to our startup costs. So thank you very much for taking your time to support West Branch Hyundai, and I'm greatly looking forward into doing business with you as we move forward into the future and can offer these services to our community. Conclusions and takeaways I would like to talk about just to wrap this up. I was really impressed with the help that I got from the building and zoning department on all of this, and actually the expenses that are involved in it and the details. So 11 parking spots per one deciduous tree needs to be put into this. The professionalism of all the people that I interviewed was amazing. I had great quotes from Miller Construction and A-Hanger Excavating and Hodgins Paving. So the dealer principal that I did interview in this told me that I was crazy for thinking that I would ever be able to buy a dealership. All of the franchises are currently used unless there is a huge population boom. He was spot on when he talked about the costs of the dealership. When I walked in, he told me it was going to cost me $8 million. I'm sure if I built a facility like his today, $8 million was probably very accurate. And he'd said that you could easily buy an existing dealership that was in need of some help for $3 to $4 million. So thank you for your time and listening to my presentation. I look forward to seeing you again.